because I'm about to point out 3 things that will save you a lot of money while you get high-quality products and fund the info war. A 360 win. Number 1, when you choose auto ship before checkout, we give you 10% off on your order at InfoWarsStore.com. Number 2, you're also able to get items that are out of stock when you sign up for auto ship because we hold back a surplus for auto ship customers. Number 3, we're giving you free shipping on all orders above $50. Listeners have been requesting this for years because it's so easy to forget to reorder the products that you need each month. Just go to InfoWarsStore.com, select your favorite product or products, click on auto ship, and choose how often you want us to send you another order. As you know, I coined the term 360 win, and with the new auto ship feature at InfoWarsLife.com, this is a sure win. 10% off on auto ship. Win, win, win at InfoWarsLife.com. Free shipping on orders above $50. And all out-of-stock items are never out of stock when you sign up for auto ship. We're not just going to have to end in the next week the Brain Force Plus special, 50% off. I'm going to have to end even sooner our Caveman Ultimate Paleo Bone Broth, Turmeric, Chaga Mushroom, Bee Pollen, and more concentrate. You talk about next level meal replacement, next level compared to whey. And it's great to mix with whey and then make shakes. It's incredible. My son is growing like a weed using it. He's bigger than I am already. At 15, incredible. It is amazing. InfoWarsLife.com, 50% off Caveman, but only a few days left. It's about to end. And folks, the globalists hate it when you do this. We're the tip of the spear because we're fearless, we're bold, because we understand the stakes are too high. The globalists win, we're all slaves. So don't thank me for what I'm doing. I want to thank you. We're all in this together. And when you get the great Molon Labe t-shirts, and you get the great books and videos, you're fighting the tip of the spear. Again, visit InfoWarsStore.com today and commit to helping the Info War. Alex Jones here to tell you about how you can help spread liberty worldwide while also enjoying what I have found to be the best tasting 100% organic coffee on the planet. For more than a decade, my favorite coffee has come from the high mountains of southern Mexico, where the Chiapas farmers grow their unique shade-grown Arabica beans. We have now managed to secure these sought-after beans in a highly customized blend. Discover and try a bag of the Patriot Blend 100% organic coffee at InfoWarsLife.com. This coffee gives you a long, smooth pick-me-up for hours without the headaches and heartburn that so many other coffees give me personally. Hands down, this is my favorite coffee, and it's taken us years to secure connections directly to the Chiapas Mexican farmers. Drop by the site today, order a bag or two, and I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Available in original or with our immune support infusion blend. You will be supporting a free press, all the while enjoying a truly great-tasting cup of my favorite coffee. Available at InfoWarsLife.com.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show. From the front lines of the information war, it's Alex Jones.
Alex Jones has been talking about this for years.
The UN is to get UNESCO World Heritage Site biosphere designation over the Alamo. Now, they admit they're trying to get that designation, so it's designated by tourists and people, so they can go there. I get that, but I'm an expert on this. I made a film about it 16 years ago. They've had congressional testimonies. They've had legislative testimonies. We have it all linked in his article. We had it linked in the other article. We have the UN plat demanding San Antonio not let anybody build in the corridor. It takes control of the other areas, and it does let them dictate. That's a fact. That's a fact. The United Nations to destroy property rights of thousands around Alamo. And you look at the UN documents that we have linked in it, showing the buffer zone, showing how you can't build. They're on record not letting a gold mine 48 miles away from Yellowstone that had been open for decades expand. They're on record shutting down businesses around wherever they set up. If you read the executive orders that came after this was designated in 1979 in the mid-90s by Bill Clinton, you find it's collateral for, again, international debts, just like Greece having its islands taken over, handed over for debt. The minute that guy
heard me talk about Greece and how its islands were handed over, I heard him go, ugh. And I was like, oh, I'll quit videotaping. As soon as this guy's done, he was walking by, heard me, stopped, didn't like hearing about the UN taking over America, got in my video, and then got his little precious photo. Well, you know what? Just because you guys want to deny there's a world government, just because you want to deny that America is being taken over, it's happening.
Recently, the State Department issued this statement on October 12, 2017. The Department of State notified UNESCO Director General Irina Bokova of the U.S. decisions to withdraw from the organization and to seek to establish a permanent observer mission to UNESCO. Pursuant to Article 2 of the UNESCO Constitution, the U.S. withdrawal will take effect on December 31st, 2018. For years, UNESCO has been an international thorn of corruption and mismanagement in the side of our national interest. The Federalist reports audits show cronyism seems all but endemic, with about 40% of the organization's appointments and promotions failing to meet UNESCO's own criteria for fair competition. The United States was neither the first nor the only country to drop UNESCO. The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland didn't participate from 1986 to 1997, and Singapore didn't from 1986 to 2007. The United States rejoined UNESCO under President George W. Bush in 2002. In 2011, the Obama administration cut funding to the organization after UNESCO admitted the Palestine Authority as a full member. Since then, UNESCO has exhibited anti-Israel bias again and again, although Israel is the only democracy in the Middle East.
It's always had some sort of bias against Israel or membership of the Palestinian, or are there other reasons? Are there other reasons? Because you cite, the organization and so on.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so stepping back about 20 years or so, and so the question is, do we want to pay that money, and do we want to pay more money going forward when there's actually a law that says the UN entity that accepts Palestinians as a member state can no longer receive U.S. funding? Bashar al-Assad from Syria was one of the people who was on the Human Rights Committee at UNESCO. I mean, does that seem to make a whole lot of sense to you? Probably not.
I remember 10 years ago, they would still say the Trilateral Commission didn't exist. Remember that? The CFR didn't exist. There wasn't a global cabal. There wasn't a plan to bankrupt the world. Derivatives weren't going to hurt us. They didn't want to bankrupt us. Everything we said came true because the globalist plan is public.
By dropping UNESCO, the U.S. is sending a message, one of profound ceremonial symbolism, telling globalism to get the hell out of our country. John Bound reporting for Infowars.com.
Now, that's a very important report for obvious reasons, but pulling back from it, UNESCO's the real power of the UN. The General Assembly is a puppet organization with no real power. The Security Council is made up of the G7. Russia's been kicked out of it, but they still have voting power. The point is, it's a robber baron first world club set up by the Rockefellers in 1945. They gave them the land first in San Francisco and then in New York in 1947. That's what it was set up for. And the Eugenics Society, run by Aldous Huxley's brother, Julian Huxley, who was a eugenicist and the first transhumanist and a technocrat. These are his words, by the way. I've actually read the books he wrote. You might want to actually read them. He became the first director general of UNESCO. And UNESCO actually runs the UN. It's the corporate heart of it. It's the real endowment. And if you look at our public school education, at the refugees, the migrants, the illegals we take, it's all under UNESCO. When you see the TV programs they air in Germany saying women wear hijabs except Islam, and it's a blonde, movie star dancing saying, I wear a hijab, I like Islam, that's UNESCO. We just showed an article about it. So when you wonder where the policy gets written that the Department of Education accepts, I've had the former heads, two different heads of the Department of Education and the deputy head, Charlotte Iserby, on the show. And they were told back in Reagan's day, he wasn't running and he would put good people in so they'd be over it. But all the bureaucrats under him are like, we're carrying out the Carnegie Endowment Rockefeller Foundation operation of the UNESCO plan. And they'd say, what's that? And they go, John P. Holder, and here's the book. And the latest book at that point was the 1974 book, 43 years old now, Ecoscience. And it says, in the family, promote not having families, promote homosexuality. And I'm not attacking people that are gay. The point is they promote it so they break everybody up. You know, gay folks are the most alone, no kids, on average. Some are happy. I'm a libertarian. I'm just telling you what's in the documents. And they talk about putting chemicals in the water to lower your sperm count and to lower your fertility and to make you effeminate as a male so you're more manageable, because male species and all mammal groups are aggressive. They don't want to be pushed around. The women select the most dominant males. They have babies with them to make the species better. And here's a BuzzFeed crew shocked to learn they have low testosterone. I'm going to play this clip in a moment. But they're proud of it. But look at the CNN article, decades after I told you. Alarming drop in sperm counts. It needs more study. Diet drinks are associated with weight gain. New research shows. Told you that 20 years ago with brain surgeons. Here's another one. Global Paris climate failure. The European Union's failed world government. I thought none of this existed. Oh, CNN. Fluoride exposure in utero, that's babies, links to lower IQ in kids, study finds. But you know, we're right again, so what? If you're a victim of this, just embrace it and be proud of the fact you've been brain damaged, and then attack those of us that try to warn you. That's kind of the Omega Man, last man alive on Earth, Vincent Price scenario that they knew psychologically wise through Stockholm Syndrome, that you would try to kill those of us that actually try to help you. Doesn't matter how many Harvard studies we got. You've drunk the Kool-Aid, or a lot of the controllers actually don't take it. They just like to do it to the public. Let's play this clip of BuzzFeed, the folks that put out the PP Gate dossier and all the other fake stuff, the fake news kings celebrating that as betas, the true alpha global Satanists have put them in power to overthrow creation, and they celebrate their genetic death. Here it is.
The first category is testosterone. If it's based on aggression, this will probably go to Ned. He's a very aggressive person.
I'm gonna win the testosterone thing. You know, if I don't win the testosterone thing, it's all bull.
Testosterone is linked to body hair and to hair loss. Your boy Zach got both of those.
I think that I'm going to win this category because I have a ton of sperm in my blood. Whenever I get my blood taken out, they're like, wow, there's so much sperm in here. That's not how that works.
Testosterone is a very important male hormone.
You know, let's hit pause.
Any testosterone. I
want to come back in the next segment, because when it all comes back, they have no testosterone. They're not men. They celebrate it. I mean, I can take one look at these guys and tell you they don't have high testosterone. My problem is I am chronically too high. Yeah, I'm super fertile. I can look at you.
This week, the FBI released over 1,500 heavily redacted documents concerning the Sandy Hook investigation. In many cases, entire pages are redacted, but unredacted portions of the Sandy Hook documents continue to support the narrative. 20-year-old shooter Adam Lanza was a lonely, tech-savvy high school dropout, an experienced shooter with an interest in weapons, a functioning autistic with a personality disorder, and a recluse who liked to play video games all day. But there's one key update on page 41. A source told agents that Lanza, while in the 9th grade, was visited at his home by either CIA or FBI agents after hacking a government computer system. The source said authorities told Nancy Lanza that if her son was that smart, he could have a job with them someday. InfoWars has the documents. Read them right now. They're posted in their entirety at the article FBI releases heavily redacted Sandy Hook investigation docs. Leanne McAdoo, Infowars.com.
Refresh your breath with Emmerich Essentials Organic Mouthwash. Our formula is made from organic herbal ingredients to help stimulate the gums and provide a cleansing effect while adding a pleasant, refreshing taste. Emmerich Essentials Mouthwash is non-GMO, certified organic, made without alcohol, chemicals, or other artificial ingredients such as flavors, fragrances, or dyes. The pure organic plant extracts are concentrated, containing antibacterial properties that work well to help tone gums and freshen your breath. This antiseptic mouthwash is a concentrated formula. You will need to dilute 1 part mouthwash to 10 parts water. Emmerich Essentials mouthwash is a great addition to your daily brushing routine. It is effective, yet gentle enough for the most sensitive gums and canker sores. Go organic today with Emmerich Essentials. Visit InfoWarsStore.com to learn more. That's InfoWarsStore.com.
Hey, did you know that you can now